All right. So, are there ways to lesson plan with other teachers, and what resources or technologies do you include?
So we have PLT times on Tuesday, and that's second planning. So, the 55 minutes. Well, what that's more focused on is looking at your data, coming up with remediation, differentiation, all of that. So for lessons, I mean, teachers do informally meet and make sure that their pacing is the same or similar, that they're sharing resources. I set up folders, share folders on Google, and just share them with my other PLT member, so that she can use the same materials but also be unique in her teaching style.
Okay.
So there's not, a time to lesson plan. The PLT is more for data,
Okay.
analysis, and then technology as far as student use or
Yeah. Well, just
integrate it?
using. Yeah. How do you integrate it into your lesson plan?
I'm a big believer in authentic assessments and students creating and being collaborative with it.
Okay.
So towards the end of a unit, instead of that big summative test, because I didn't like tests in school,
Me.
I know the formative tests are a way to understand. I will give little checks for understanding here and there, whether they're multiple choice or short answer. But usually at the end, I want them to kind of use all that information and then develop something out, create something out of it. So that's when the computers come in, the iPads come in.
Okay.
And then throughout the lesson, I'm doing WebQuest on Monday. So students will use the computers to access various websites to get information.
And do they get computers? They have computers here? Do they give them to them?
Well, I have, so for projects working
Okay,
collaboratively,
gotcha.
I have 7, so each group can use one.
Okay.
I can check out, we have 3 iPad carts, we have a computer lab, we have a media open area, which has probably 30 computers spread
Oh, wow.
out. And we are a BYOD school, so
Bring your
if
own
it's using programs like Nearpod, which is more of a whole group delivery of content, Socrative, which is an assessment tool. There's Kahoot for review. So there's all of those web-based programs that students can use their personal devices for on BYOD grading days.
Okay.
So is Eastwake participating in that? Do you know? I know high schools.
I know.
Are
I really
you
haven't
see
never.
cell phone use a lot in high
Yeah,
school.
that's what I was about to say. It's more like I don't think they really have it tailored to just bring your own devices. Just like if you got it, it is what it is. Because they're so poor. I mean, like I've seen some teachers' classroom. They have like broke
Or
computers.
resources or
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
And that's the benefit here is that our principal has really pushed for more technology. So that's why we have, these laptops are new.
Yeah, it looks
the
better than
iPads are
mine.
old. They're like first generation iPads, but they're still functional.
Yeah.
The desktops, they are functional. They can be slow, but they work. But we have a lot available.
Yeah, I can see that.
You won't see a lot of schools that each classroom has 7 or 8 computers.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. Just thinking back to a lot of the schools here in Wake County, like I've seen a lot of resources already. I mean, just by being in this class alone,
Yeah.
like you got computers in here, and a lot of classes don't even have computers.
Right.
So I mean, you're very fortunate.
Since I have them, I'm gonna use them. Because I always she's like, well, Mr. Robbins, you always have your phone. Like back before BYOD, I'm like, I'm doing school stuff on my phone. Like, there's no personal stuff going on here. I'm tracking behavior.
Yeah.
I'm putting my attendance in. I'm checking my email, like all that. So I'm like, it's a thing of the future. So yeah, we are going to use it in here,
Yeah.
but we're going to use it appropriately.
So you could track behavior with your cell phone?
Yeah, I mean, I did.
Mm.
The class dojo back when that was popular.
Okay.
But also like simple forms. Like if a student is tardy, I could always submit myself a form so it logs that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like a reminder in a sense. All right. So I just since, and this is good since you're already good with lesson plans. How have the changing standards impacted the lesson plans and instruction as far as the going from Common Core and all that other stuff?
Not much. I mean, my big philosophy in how students work and how they should understand something is very aligned with the Common Core. And when I came in, that's when kind of Common Core came in. So it wasn't new to me from the old standards to
Right.
the new. I came in with that shift.
Yeah, okay.
So it was very easy to adjust to it, and using the ELA standards for speaking and listening and writing and reading informational nonfiction text perfectly
Yeah.
went along with
Do you
how
f-
I instructed.
So do you feel like it's more, well, I guess, how long have you been in North Carolina in general as far as familiar with their education? Since you started teaching?
Mhm.
All right, because I was going to say, do you remember some of the older stuff of how different it is?
I don't. And I think it would be more applicable to math
Okay.
and ELA. That might be a side conversation I can introduce Ms. Hay to later on.
Yeah, definitely. I
To
definitely.
ask her how, because she's been here for 13 some years, so she
Wow.
would definitely know
Wow.
that change. I mean, it's my opinion, but I think for the most part, at least from my experiences talking with
Mhm.
our math teachers, they enjoy the switch. It gives students a different way
Okay.
to solve those problems, instead of just, it's like having students understand the process of it all instead of understanding the solution, right?
Yeah.
Understanding how to get to the solution instead of just
Versus just, oh, what's the
memorizing.
answer?
Yeah.
I like that too. I think that's, and when you put it that way, yeah, it would seem better. Because a lot of times, I mean, people just, oh, we just want to get the answer, just store it, memorize it, but you
Yeah.
don't learn it.
Like all your multiplication tables, it's
Yeah.
rote memorization. Know
Exactly.
Know how it goes. It's like the whole process of getting to that answer. So, I think they enjoy it.
I feel like a lot of testing is that way though, man. Like a lot of testing is that way, just memorization.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's
why
crazy.
I don't like standardized tests at all. Like at all. I don't. I didn't do well with them.
Yeah.
Oftentimes they're very tricky. They're at a higher level. They're not age appropriate. You look ELA case 21, this assessment that they gave. It's like high school level, almost college level Lexile.
What?
That students in 7th grade are reading. We had a question last year on the social studies final exam. This crazy question about OPEC. Here I find out was also in the 9th grade final exam. So.
And you know all the kids aren't exposed to,
Yeah.
think
Right.
about some of the language that they hear at home, especially if their parents never went to college,
Yeah. And so the big focus is now on academic language and making sure that they understand those words that are used in the question stems of
Right.
those assessments. It's,
So tell me about the
red
poly side, man. I kind of got to go off on a tangent. I don't even need it anymore. I probably